I want to start this video off with a quote. I keep it saved on my lock screen on my phone because it's really important. I think it's something that you guys need to hear. Nobody's coming to save you. Not your friends, not your family, not the government. They can offer advice and tools, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to change your mind and act regardless of how you feel. And that's Dan Coe. The whole point of this is, and what this video is going to be about, is nobody's coming to save you. We're entering a brave new world. The AI evolution is here. The country is changing rapidly, and it is going to either create a huge problem for you, or it's going to open a door of immense opportunities for you to be able to go and create a life that you really want to live. Now, personally, I'm looking at this as an opportunity, and I think other people are worried about getting laid off, losing jobs, places closing. It really depends on how you look at it. If you're working in a career that could easily be replaced by AI, then you should probably start doing something about it. Don't wait till they lay you off. And let me tell you why. I had a job recently and I got laid off. And it wasn't because of AI. It was a startup company. They hired me a little too soon in the company's life cycle, and I was well prepared when that happened, which is great. There's two reasons for that. One, when I started there, I had a bunch of side projects going that I kept running with even though I had a full-time job. And two, I saved about $200 a week every single week and put it into savings for the entire time I had that job. The point is, nobody's coming to save you. There is a million ways that you can go out and create this amazing life, to be able to travel, to see the world, or even just be home and take care and raise your own kids because you don't want them in the crazy school system where they're going to be getting into fights and have teachers teaching them all kinds of shit you don't want them learning. There's an opportunity for you. It's building your own brand. It's starting a business. And what I foresee happening with the IRS and the tax codes and all that, we've never been in a better place in this country to be looking at starting your own business. The opportunities are going to be running rampant with ways for you to create your own income. I'm not saying start a huge company or come up with some amazing product that you're going to sell. I'm saying one person business. That's where I think it is. Now I want you to think about this. You're at a crossroads right now. There's one way where you can continue being an employee, and there's another way where you're going to continue being an employee, but you're going to go and you're going to start something else. It might not be your first business that takes off. Maybe it's the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. I've been trying to start businesses in one way or another. Gotta feed the dog. Since I was in junior high, I started buying packs of Bubblicious gum in the 5-pack and then turning around and selling the single packs in school and doubling and tripling my money every single day until I got caught. You do your tricks. Sit. Paw. Other. Lay down. Up. Good girl. Down. Up. Good girl. High five. Oh, I love it. Kisses. All right, go eat. So essentially, you have to think about what's important to you. To me, I want to be able to be home. I don't have kids, but I want to be able to take care of my dog. I don't want her sitting in a crate all day long. I want to be able to travel. I'm getting ready to move to South Carolina because I don't want to be here in New Hampshire anymore. So that's a huge thing for me. I can't go get another job and then still move and have the flexibility that I'm going to need. So what am I focusing on? To build personal brands for other people, to help them with all the stuff that I'm learning as I go. And I'm going to be able to find the results that I want because of that. And even just from these businesses, none of them have been, knocked it out of the park, made $1 million. I sold Bubblicious gum, right? I was good at selling stuff. I started a network marketing business. I did really well with that. I started a golf business with a buddy, selling golf memberships. That was a great idea. Just kind of got lazy with it. I started a marketing agency. I worked with a friend on that. I started my own marketing business, I don't want to call it agency, on the side. The marketing experience that I got me my foot in the door. You know, I did some websites for different people, and I got connected with a gentleman who had a company that was, well, actually, we're not going to say what the company is because there's a lot hinging on this right now. But I got involved with this other company. I was able to help him with some automation of his business because I'd learned some things. I built the website for this company. I was able to use my marketing experience to create a proposal where I got equity in the company. And now this company is about to get, hopefully I don't jinx us here, but in the next 30 to 45 days, we could be receiving a massive amount of funding from a venture capital firm to help us take it to the next level. And I have equity in this company. I'm going to be working and doing marketing and sales and business automations for them. And, you know, this stuff's really exciting. So it's all cumulative, you know, all the experiences that you have, all the failures that you go through as you do more and more and more stuff. Eventually, you're going to find your way to break out. And like I said in the beginning of this video, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. This is on you. And you need to find a way to go out there and create the life that you deserve.